Hello Libra, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, possibly Venus, depending on the messages. There is an extended at the end. I will look into the blind spot of whatever this reading turns out to be. You can find the link at the top of the description. Oh, before I go to the cards, everybody gets a song this week. It's the first time I've ever done this. I was inspired by a song that got zapped into my head for Aquarius, so I thought everyone should have a song. So I'm going into my music, my songs, and I'm doing a shuffle. And who knows what you get, because there's a lot of different variety here. Oh, what did you get? You got, it's from U2, California. There Is No End to the Love. That's interesting. I have to say, I don't think I've listened to that album in a very long time. So, you can look up the lyrics and see if there's any sort of meaning in that for you. The universe picked by U2, California. There is no end to the love. So let's get started. Libra, Libra. The Three of Earth is at the bottom. It's kind of that feeling of looking out for something that you're expecting to arrive. Right? I mean, she's looking out. It's interesting because the Three of Wands is kind of the energy what I would typically get from this card, but it's Earth, which is usually working with others and collaborating. So Three of Wands is things that you desire, that you're passionate about, coming in, knowing that it's coming in. But because this is Earth, this could be like people in your life that you know should be coming in soon, or watching for them, or anticipating them. Yeah, like look at the watching and waiting, because the Four of Earth is sitting behind it. And that is often like not necessarily moving, just keeping your stability and your balance in your situation, kind of staying within, or your energy is really staying within. So transferring your energy, I see. So there's 4 cards in the upright in your underline. So the meaning of this reading, why is this information coming to you? So we have the Chariot and the High Priestess. It's like some sort of desire or energy to move towards something that your intuition is telling you you should move towards. There's an awful lot of unknown. You may not even know fully why you should move towards it. But it's starting to get close to that time. It's actually starting to get close to that time. You're sort of transitioning from the Four of Earth, where you've been. Actually, these 3 cards I think go together really well. So you've wanted to move towards something. You've wanted to take action towards something here. And fully, you don't even know what it fully is or what it would fully become. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a place, maybe it's a group. It could be a group with this Three of Earth. But there's been no movement. The Four of Earth is not moving. And it's kind of keeping your energy stable. Maybe it's a little distracting how much you want to move towards this. And you're getting so close. Really feels like that. Like almost like, it's time now. You know, if you've invited a bunch of friends over for dinner, say, okay, everybody come around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So you've been so busy prepping stuff. And you look at the time, you're like, geez, it's like 5 to 7. Nobody's here. So you can look. You're looking like you know it's coming. They're coming. They should be here soon. Kind of feels like that. That's what your underline is. Let's see what this is all about. The 8 of Air and the 5 of Fire. Huh. And there, the 8 of Air, like they're gone. Or maybe you missed them. Maybe they came to the door and the doorbell wasn't working. And you're like, where is everybody? Well, they already came, but you missed them. Like there's some sort of conflict here. Being left kind of high and dry on the 8 of air. Being left kind of high and dry. You can see all the feathers floating around like they were there, but then they're gone. And then the 5 of fire is usually like some sort of inner conflict or trying to play with, trying to compete. And that can be an internal competition, can be within. I think it's interesting that all these little things are out of her reach, really. But she could stand up and reach for them. Inspiration. Something is out of your reach. I really feel like that. Something has been out of your reach. Something is currently still out of your reach. But you are really anticipating that it should be arriving soon. It should be arriving soon. I wonder why you feel that so. Like maybe it is a specific date. Maybe it's like a real tangible date about something, like a date on the calendar. But the moon and the Queen of Earth. And look at how she sits high up on the moon and she's looking down. Again, looking for something. She's looking down, like down onto the ground. And what would you expect to find there but the Queen of Earth? You've been, in this time period of leading up to anticipating this arriving, or meeting up with this group or this person, however that plays out, it's almost like you're sitting up in the moon here. So you've gone really deep into your own intuition, into your own imagination. You've been very occupied in self, but almost like a kind of fantasy-based, like playing out fantasies and illusions in your mind, creating illusions in your mind. You've really been occupying yourself like that because something's been out of your reach. So the only thing you could reach for was kind of what was in your own mind. And the Queen of Earth, this feels like what you're expecting to come in. And it matches this energy too. It's earth. It's earthly energy. It's like a real thing, a real person even. The Queen of Earth. Someone that you would, like you feel comfort in this person. This isn't something that you would be anticipating that is uncomfortable energy. The Queen of Earth is a very comforting, very nurturing energy. It's very abundant. This might even be a cycle that you're expecting. You know, it's interesting now. I'm just looking at the Queen of Earth. The way she's looking out, like, almost like she hears the call somehow. That she knows, she or he, however, I'm just using it because it's depicted as the Queen, that they know that they're supposed to be going somewhere too. And it's likely aligning you with them. It's aligning them with you. This person has been more of in a grounded state, whereas, you know, just the way things have been, everyone's been kind of put into different situations that are not necessarily what they might choose for themselves, but it's kind of where you are right now. So maybe you haven't been in a position to do a lot of physical things, or to do a lot of work around your house, or to do a lot of work, like, you know, work, going to work, sort of, whatever that is. But you have found some kind of solace, even solitude, in your imagination, in your mind, while this person has been busy very much in the three-dimensional. But you're both somehow coming together in the three-dimensional. You're anticipating coming together in the three-dimensional. That's where this person is, so it's like you're about to shift your energy. You are about to shift your energy on the kind of onto the plane of reality that this person is in. Yeah. I can't believe how much depiction there is of people looking out for something. Jeez. It's crazy. Okay, the Ace of Wands is at the bottom. I want to show you something. The High Priestess card came out with your Eight of Air. Look at how similar those are. You've been in your mind. You've been living like a story. You've almost been living a story with this person. You've been living like a reality, but in the mind space, in the ethereal with this person. And now it's almost as if it's about time to make that real. I'm gonna, yeah, this message, I don't even know what the Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles, it's all about the pictures in this reading. Okay, the Queen of Swords, see how they're looking out? She's looking out. The Moon and the Two of Wands, look at that, they're looking out. They're looking out, they're looking for something. And in this one, this tells me a story about your person. This is why your person has been so in the 3 dimension. Like they have been very focused on switching an energy here. Like being put out, not having a home, not having work, not being part of the community somehow, something. They've been dealing with a heavy energy, sort of building themselves up again, but in a very physical sense. You've been really working on the clarity of your mind, your intuition, your imagination. That's so strong here. And you are slowly pulling yourself out of that. There's been a disconnect from this person. It's like as soon as this disconnect happened, this somehow physically we're disconnected. You're kind of left high and dry in the cloud. Your mind stayed up in the cloud, but almost like reaching for an experience with this person, but not in the 3-dimensional because that wasn't possible. Oh, it's interesting. See, now I see what's happened here. I think that was happening for you. It was like you could, maybe you were communicating to somebody, like telepathically, experiencing clairvoyance with them. But it's sort of like either it got cut off or there's something like almost like the signal got fuzzy. Or you lost it, you pulled it in a bit, it's gone. It was very strong at one point. Almost at the start of whenever this occurred, whenever this disconnection happened, then the signal came in really strong. And either maybe you've been slowly, the signal's been weakening or you've been losing it. But here's the reason. Because this signal of the mind is supposed to transfer into a real signal of the earth. Like into the, so here, like this, here I'm seeing like, this is where the struggle is with this Five of Fire. There's a struggle and the Queen of Swords is sitting there. And that's just telling me there's a struggle and it's almost like it's being cut off. It's being cut out. And you're sensing that. And then here, like you're just starting to come down. You're starting to come out of the mind space. Because this isn't meant to just always stay in the mind space. It's like you've been sitting here. You've been sitting here at the window in real life, but this is where you've been. You know, someone could see you sitting there, but this is really where you are. Like up into anything that could happen, anything that could be. But you know, the moon, she's looking down, knowing, I gotta come down soon. I can't stay up here. I need to come down. And this is that person that I feel like you're trying to communicate to. And you're getting, see, you've gone from this in terms of trying to connect and trying to reach out and trying to communicate, to now this. Like almost physically in a place where you know they're going to be, or you're supposed to be. Yeah, it's changed. It's really changed. It's changing. But part two of the reason why it's almost, there's two reasons this is disconnecting, or it has been disconnecting for you, is A, this person, that's a lot to deal with. Like that's a heavy energy, that's having to recover from something, even having to rebuild again. So their focus has had to have been primarily on the earth energy, their three-dimensional world. They've been excluded from things within their three-dimensional world, or they've put themselves into an exclusion in their three-dimensional world, and it needs to be dealt with. Like it needs to be dealt with. It holds a higher priority than even this. And anything will at any given time. I always like to say, I mean, you never want to be the least important thing in anyone's life all of the time, but you also can't expect to be the most important thing in anyone's life all of the time. And that's kind of what this is. So there's been something going on here that this person has had to deal with, and yeah, you've been put on the back burner a little bit, but this is heavy. But it looks like they've cleared it. I mean, because they're showing up. They showed up first as the Queen of Earth. So it's telling me they were pushing through this. They had to push through that. So let's clarify even more. Wow, the splits are nice. Was the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So it is a very beautiful, very sexy, very attractive, like physically attractive energy. And then the Queen of Wands with the Ten of Cups. Like, I just spend the rest of my life being happy with this energy. And then the Ten of Cups and Temperance. But it shall take time to get... Be patient. You've been patient. I am sensing that too. Like there is definitely a degree of patience here. What has there been, like you've been communicating here with the High Priestess and the Eight of Air. What have you been communicating? Oh, look, a little cup. Little gestures. Kind of like innocent little gestures of affection. The High Priestess. Oh, wow. The Five of Pentacles. That's interesting. It's like you know somehow. Maybe you're sensing, because the Five of Pentacles is feeling like left out in the cold. So maybe you are trying to, almost like in an emotional way. I wish this person could feel how much I'm thinking about them. I wish this person could know how much I want good things for them. You know, that's really, actually, it's really nice. That's really nice. Now, this is the cut. This is where I'm feeling like things start to get cut off, because you start to almost pull out of this in your mind, in your intuitive experience, and it starts to become more earthly here and grounded, but it's almost because this is getting cut off. The frequency is shifting. The Five of Air and the Queen of Swords. The Five of Air and the Queen of Swords. Ah, the Four of Swords. This is also happening because it's a time for you to rest. This is probably using up a lot of your spiritual energy as well as your emotional energy and even your physical energy. Doing this, perhaps if you were really doing this, like it could be tiring. I mean, I noticed that doing these readings. I think because I tend to be Aries Gemini, I have a lot of energy all at once, and let's do it with, like, I don't like to spread things out for too long. I need to go like this. So I will do a ton of my readings well, not all at once. I do spread it out over 4 days, but then I take 3 days off, and I literally take 3 days off because I know I need to do that. I need to not think about this. I need to not do it. I need to rest my voice. And I need to rest my mind and my body. So that's what has been needed for you here with the Four of Swords is you have needed to rest and recover as well. Maybe you weren't, or maybe you thought because you weren't physically engaging in that much that you didn't really need to rest, but you were. You're going to tire yourself out doing this. Anything else with the Five of Fire and the Queen of Swords? Anything else with the Five of Fire and the Queen of Swords? Oh, that's it. You needed to rest. The Two of Wands and the Moon. The Two of Wands and the Moon. Definitely starting to look more into the three-dimensional now. Wow, you are really pulling yourself into the three-dimensional. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a reason you needed to rest here. Like, that's literally starting to want to take a lot of action in a physical way. Wanting to take a lot of action, passionate action towards, like, you want the Ten of Pentacles. If this well, and you know, the Queen of Earth is, her depiction is the motherly energy, that wifey energy. So this is someone that you want to have like a deeper connected union with. And you're pulling yourself, you're getting ready to put yourself into more of a three-dimensional communication after being in this very ethereal, like you guys were meeting in the 4D and the 5D. It was very Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Earth. Ooh, wow, look at this. Okay, you got the Queen of Earth got the Queen of Pentacles. This is that person. They are definitely in that energy. They've definitely moved from this to being this now. So in some ways, that does match with what it looks like you're trying to create, because you're looking for the Ten of Pentacles. It's pretty hard to make that with that energy. But they also have the Knight of Cups. So this person is now moving forward in a very feeling. They're getting into their feelings. Maybe they've been very, could have even, I want to say, like very business-like. Maybe they've been very business-like, like trying to look after all the pentacles, because that seems to be the energy that they've been really focused on. And they've found that it's grounded. The Queen of Pentacles twice, they're very grounded, very stable. They can nurture others now. They've probably needed to nurture themselves as well, being in that energy. And once you've been nurtured, well, then you have something to share with others. It was an interesting reading. It was actually easy. You know, I have to say, I think yours lately have been like very clear and easy, and I really do appreciate that. I really do. Don't know. It's not that it has anything to do, I guess, with you guys. You're being very clear, but you're so, you know, you are balanced. So you're bringing balance into my week. I feel that you guys are definitely bringing balance in my week. So thank you. The Three of Earth, let's just ask about that. I'm just going to close off by asking about the Three of Earth, because it does feel like, is a Three of Pentacles. So it's working with others and collaborating with others, kind of in a group setting. But yet, this has so much of the Three of Wands and the Three of Earth combined. It's funny. So it's that anticipation of that moment. So the Three of Earth, the Three of Earth for Libra, the Three of Earth for Libra. Wow, it is a cycle. There's a change. It's a cycle change. You know the cycle change is about to happen. Ooh, look, the Ten of Wands is about to be dropped. So it has been a heavy burden. That's a very heavy, been doing like really heavy work. And the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor, wow. Oh my gosh, this goes on and on and on and on. Upright. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Libra. That was a really beautiful story. It was fascinating, actually. So I'm going to go do the extended. If I see you guys there, great. If not, I hope to see you here next week. Until then, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.